Hey and hello there everyone! Welcome back to the Strike Streams, where I, a voice actor, am on strike for video games, but you guys all know that, and I should say all that in the middle when we've got a bunch of new people. So instead, let's say hi to some people and get on with the game, shall we? Wrong game, there we go. That's the game we're playing today. How are we all doing? So hi Kieran and Kevin and Skywatcher and Cheese. And I think that actually is everyone who said hi so far. But like the video if you haven't already. And Kieran has news. Kieran, let me know your news as I load up the game. I'm excited to hear it. And Xander, hi, hello, welcome. Okay, so let's boot this thing up. Oh, Kieran got shiny Seismitoad. Nice, that's awesome. Congrats. Now, did you put the Seismitoad on your team, or did you just beat it because it was easy to beat? But that's fantastic. That's a good one. That's a really good one. That makes me very happy to hear. For I myself would like a Timpole, a Palpitoad, and a Seismitoad. But, oh well, it never happens. But yeah. Okay. So let's see, what have we got here? I mean, I think we can sort of kind of get into things kind of quickly today. Cheese, you dyed your hair today? Ooh, what color? Ooh, did you go for like something like really kind of like bright pink? Or is it just something like more sort of quote unquote natural? No offense to all the naturally pink haired people out there. Anyway, Bark, no. So number one, if you haven't already, please click like on the video. I imagine you all have, because you guys are all awesome. But if you haven't, please do. Secondly, make sure you are indeed watching live. Make sure you have that red circle if you hover on the video, and that it's 2:02 p.m. Los Angeles time. You did half black, half yellow. Oh, so you're like Bumblebee. Nice, I like it. Bumble cheese. No, that doesn't work, does it? Bumblebee? Oh, no, Bumblebee. We'll call you Bumblebee. But you're Bumblebee here. Okay. So, anyway, Bark. So, yeah. So, make sure you like. Make sure that you're watching live. And make sure that you are watching live if you want. Well, if you want to play at least. And then finally, you guys know my tickets. I am about a week or so away from statistically being owed a legendary Pokemon, but not quite yet. And so we are still hunting for our Uxie, Mesprit, and Blacephalon. I did almost say Lugia there. For some reason, even though it's been a few weeks since we got Lugia. But yeah, Uxie, Mesprit, and Blacephalon. So I need you guys to know. Oh, Bree Mine. Oh, I like that. That's really funny. That's really funny. I like that. So you guys are going to let me know in the good old-fashioned way, strike I can do, and then let me know which of those tickets you can or cannot do. Uxie, Mesprit, and or Blacephalon. Ready, set, bow. Let me know. And then we'll kind of get into things pretty quickly today. Hopefully we have enough people. Because I presume that Onlara has started her new job, so she's not going to be here anymore. At least on the weekdays, most likely. Or most weekdays. But let's see what we've got here. Okay, Sky can do Mesprit. Let's see. Uxie and the Clown. Okay, so we're in that most awkward of situations where we've got a lot of, like, I can do one or I can do two, but I can't do all. Hang on, let me just check how many of each there are. Hang on. So, wait, one Uxie, two Uxie. Okay, so there are only two Uxie, so we shouldn't do Uxie. But let's see, we got a Mesprit there, and we got two Mesprits, so we probably shouldn't go for Mesprit. Should we go for Blacephalon first? Because that's actually the only one where we actually have enough people. And then we'll do those other two afterwards. Okay. So, Blacephalon Jones. But yeah, so let's have like Cheese, Kieran, and Weiss. Because they can do Blacephalon, and I feel like there are more people who can do Uxie than Mesprit. So, So let's go with that. hang on. Let me just get. I actually should have been filling in the spreadsheet, shouldn't I? But let's get like. Hang on. So like, let's get Kevin, Sky, and then hang on. Weiss, Kieran, Cheese. Okay, hang on. Let me just check. Weiss and Kieran and Cheese. And then, but what we'll do is we'll actually do Blacephalon first. And with the bottom 3 people, so it was Weiss, Kieran, and Cheese, wasn't it? So Weiss, Kieran, and Cheese all have the shiny charm. That's always good. You love to see it. Yes. And then we'll try and figure out the other 2 later on or whatever. But for now, let's have Team 1, Blacephalon, Weiss, Kieran, and Cheese. Ready, set, bow. I hope you guys and gals and non-binary pals are all good. And let's do this thing, shall we? So connect on the Ycom. Make sure that it's 2:06 p.m. if you are in Team 1. And let's do this thing, shall we? Okay, chat, here is my question for you, right? Do you think I will finally get an Ultra Beast in the month of March? Now that we're generally doing, like, 3 Ultra Beasts every single stream. Like, we're doing, like, either 2 or 3 every single stream. So if we're doing something like, let's just do, like, a moderate estimate. 5 streams a week, 2 Ultra Beasts each time. So that's, like, 10 Ultra Beasts each week. We're going to do, like, 40 Ultra Beasts this month. And it would be, like, 100 Ultra Beasts would be, you know, your number where you're like, okay, you're very, very, very likely to have a shiny at 100. But you have to remember, we've been doing Ultra Beasts for a long time as well. So do you think that we'll get an Ultra Beast in the month of March? I mean, I suppose we are a week into the month of March, but okay. Oh, Cheese's switches at 9%. Ew. Okay. But anyway, Bark. This has to be the month Bo gets his first wildcard. I like your hustle, Kieran. Mathematically, I want to say yes, Bo, but somehow I fear your crazy luck will beat the odds. I mean, hope so. Oh, jeez, yes. I hope we get Blacephalon, or maybe March 10th, because that's this Monday, isn't it? Maybe March 10th could be Oops, all Buzzwole. No, I'm kidding. But, oh, I didn't get more Pokeballs. Let me just check how many I have. As long as I have, like, 50, then I'm okay. But I actually didn't get... Actually, no, I tell you what, we're still kind of early. Let me just get a bunch more. And I know someone will say, Bo, you could get the, you could get a load of Premier Balls with your ore. But it's like, yeah, but then I have to, like, rearrange my menu and everything. The easier thing to do is just... Hang on. Is there, like, one thing about this game, there's not a shortcut for the map based on the home menu, is there? Which is really annoying. Okay, let's just... Bo, just go wherever. It doesn't matter. Wedgehurst. Hopefully Wedgehurst does have Pokeballs. But yeah. No, thank you for reminding me. Okay. So, here we go. Or should I say here we boo? But no, I had better do this now. Because if I leave it after today, then I actually would be in trouble. Oh, hang on. Why am I not just doing that? And then we'll do like a round number though, so we get like a perfect 10. There we go. And 94 Premier Balls. Okay, there we go. M&J TV this morning. I watched a bit of a video he had this morning, and he was talking about Legend ZA. But he sort of said about how people were saying that it looks like sort of the best sort of visual Pokemon game on the Switch. And the thing he said, which I found very interesting, is he said, I actually think some of the best this game looks is like some of the scenery in Sword and Shield, like when you're in like the towns and stuff like that. And I was so happy to hear him say that, because I like kind of agree. I think like there are parts of this game and just Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee in general, and maybe also New Pokemon Snap, but I haven't played New Pokemon Snap. I would say they're like the 3 best looking Pokemon things on Switch, just like visually. But anyway, right, here we go. So, my apologies. So, Team 1, Blacephalon, Weiss, Kieran, and Cheese. please come on down. I'm gonna select Blacephalon. You guys are gonna select anything goes. So yeah, this is Weiss, Kieran, and Cheese. Okay. Right. So we're gonna go 03, 07, and then 02, 11. How about that? 03, 07, 02, 11. Ready, set, bow. Here we go. And yeah. Right, fun for the money. Wild, hello, welcome. We can put you on either team 2 or 3, Wild. We've got like team 1 ready right now, but we're gonna figure out the other teams a bit later on. So we do have Funny for the Money, we do have Artemis, and we do have Kara. So excellent, perfect, that is everyone. Blacephalon is weak to Ghost, Dark, Ground, Rock, and Water, but you guys know this. It's very frail as well, so don't mess around with like stat moves or whatever. But like Araquanid is like physical water, so that's really good. And then Carkol is excellent as well. Seismitoad is sadly less good. But we'll figure it out. Okay, am I going to use the Beast Ball on Ultra Beast? Ultimately, that is my plan. I probably won't start until, I don't know, we have loads of Ultra Beasts, or until, I don't know when to start doing it, but I feel like maybe like once we mathematically run out of ult. The problem is the rate at which I get the ore for Ultra Beasts is less than, like, I can't just use 1 Ultra Ball per beast, because otherwise I'll run out. Anyway, let's figure this out. Piloswine doesn't have any ground moves, but there is a rock type to the left which does have a rock move, albeit not a very good one. And then there is Dark in the top left, which is Skuntank. Oh gosh. Yeah, I don't know. Forgive me if this was a stupid mistake, but the thing is like, I can Dynamax here and set up Electric, which is going to be really good. Be careful about using Fire-type attacks here, because Piloswine has Thick Fat as an ability, and I'm going to make it rain. So... So for Colossal is better using Scald rather than like Flamethrower, just because of the ability and stuff like that, and because I'm gonna make it rain. Right, here we go. Just mathematically. Singcho, hi, welcome. Entei, as a fire type, it's weak to water, rock, and ground. All of which themselves are weak to grass. So if you ever have a fire type and you can teach it a grass move, it's an awesome thing to do. But anyway, hi Singcho, hi Wild. Yeah, so Wild, hi, and I will. Yeah, I will definitely get to you. Don't worry. But yeah, just we'd already arranged team 1, and then we're gonna arrange teams 2 and 3 in a bit. Right, Seismitoad's going for Screech, but it missed! No! And then Piloswine's using Rock Tomb. Oh, crud. Now my speed's going to go down. Oh, Singcho, you finally got the DLC. Oh, nice! That's awesome. Congrats. Okay, Scald, nice. Unfortunately, yeah, my speed did go down, but we'll do a whole load more damage from, like, turn 2 onwards, basically. If we get a Screech in, if we get the rain up, we'll do a whole lot better here. Provided Piloswine doesn't set up Sandstorm, which I know I'm jinxing by saying that, but still. No, Fire Spin, nice. That was pretty nifty. Fire Spin is a pretty nifty move. Right, Screech, more like a leech, more like Bleach. I don't know, which one do you prefer? Are there any Bleach fans here in the chat? Of course, I'm talking about the chemicals. No, we can be talking about the anime. I watched like the first like 65 episodes of it, and honestly, I didn't really get into it very much. I just didn't really enjoy it. I can tell you my reasons why. If you're a bit like, oh, boo, why didn't you enjoy it? Because I actually do think it was it was very interesting. But you haven't seen the anime, but you like the art style a lot. I would agree with that. Yeah, visually it was pretty cool. As a person who's not very visual, visually it was very cool. Oh, Sky, you just played trombone for the first time in like a month. I thought you were going to just say first time ever. And now your lips feel weird. You need to start playing more. No, oh wow. It's amazing how quickly the human body gets out of the swing of doing things and kind of like forgets what normal is. But yeah, Piloswine, I don't think we want Piloswine. The main thing is it'd be nice if we could ditch size, like later on this is. It'd be nice if later on we could ditch Seismitoad. I don't know if we want to ditch Colossal. We probably don't want to ditch Colossal because Colossal can Gigantamax and that'll be really good. But if we go for the Cradily on the right here, we would then be in a really good position afterwards. I don't know who we'd want to go for. Maybe we might want to go for Doublade just because we have two fire types. But yeah, but we don't want to switch anything here. I'm sorry. I know it's like, Kieran's like, the scientist, the scientist. But no, we don't want to switch here, though, just because we've got a good thing. Well, actually, no, I suppose Seismitoad could science, like, do a double switch, maybe. Because it is technically weak to grass, and we're about to switch anyway. But I was way too slow on the uptake with that. But I think that this will still be fine. But yeah, if we just set up, like, you know, max flare here and go with, like, a fire type thing, it'll be pretty good. I know, Cheese, I'm so sorry. Again, can I just say, Cheese, from when you began, I remember when you began, you were, like, so nervous and you didn't really, but, like, you've really got, like, a good instinct for Dynamax Adventures now. So I honestly do trust you to kind of, like, just do, like, if you think of stuff, please do it, because again, I might be thinking ahead, or I might be monitoring something on the stream, and so, you know, I only thought about the scientist like a bit too late, and with the 10-second delay. I don't think this will matter too much still, but yeah, because you can always explain stuff. You can always say, I did it for this reason, and I can always say, well, I see where you're coming from, but this is why I disagree. Or I might say, ooh, that's a good idea, yes. But I'm never gonna like be mean to you, because again, you've gotten like really good at the Dynamax Adventures now, so like I trust your judgment. So Darkness, my old friend, hello, welcome. Oh, do I have a favorite song at the moment? If that's aimed at me, I don't really follow music much. I sort of famously don't really follow music, and oh, we got the sun up, nice. Here comes the sun, doo 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 doo, or as Seeker would say, doo 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 doo. And right, here's flamethrower, yes, more like a flamethrower. Although that didn't do very much damage, did it? I was thinking that was gonna do like a little bit more. But okay. Right, Sludge Bomb. Nice. Oh, crud. Oh, but it's using it on me. No, we needed my attack, though. No. Why couldn't you have done that on, like, Carcoal or something? No. Okay, here's a Max Flare. Show me Potato Flare. Hopefully this is a overheat, or like an overheat Max Flare. And then Flamethrower. More like a flamethrower. Yeah, Bo won't judge you for your mistakes. Kevin will. There we go. Hopefully we get a good cheer here. As long as we beat it in 3 turns, this will be fine. 2, 4, 6, 8. Light green would be great. Oh, Reflect! No! That was so close. Okay. Oh, no. It's doing the Nullify thing. It's doing the Nullify. Okay. Oh, crud. Oh, crud. Oh, crud. Oh, crud. Oh, crud. Don't be Seismitoad. Don't be Seismitoad. Crud. Okay. Dang, I actually thought it was going to hang in there for a sec there, just because of how, like, slowly the health bar was going down. Shade Van Fan, hello. So, no, I was going to say, yeah, I famously don't really follow music. I don't really know, not that I don't enjoy music. I make a lot of, like, music references and stuff on this channel. But I don't really know music. And so I don't really, like, I'll kind of know names of people, but I won't know, like, the names of songs or words to songs. I may vaguely know a tune to a song, but I won't know, like, who that song is by. So, like, I'll hear a song, and then it'll be like, oh, that's from, like, this person? Oh, right, whatever. Like, so, for example, I've like, referenced Charlie XCX a bunch recently, for amusing reasons, but, for reasons that will become apparent in 13 days. But yeah, so if we do Seismitoad, 07 Seismitoad, and then yeah. But then I think our team will actually be pretty good after this, to be honest. What is this Credilly on? Kieran says. I know, right? 07 Seismitoad in your screeches. But yeah, I think if we do... although there is Unpheasant. I'm gonna pick Doublade, but Unpheasant might be better. I know that Credilly won't be a good Dynamaxer here, like, which is maybe why we should have gone for Unpheasant. The problem with Unpheasant is Colossal has Meteor Beam, which is a 2-turn attack, and then Carkol is kind of like a bit weaker and has just has like Rock Slide, which can miss, and then I'm a Bug type, which is weak to flying, and Credilly only has, like, I would rather Credilly just, like, I don't know, use a max Overgrowth and then just let that kind of do the work, basically. Again, I know that this isn't ideal. Like, yes, Credilly would be a better Dynamaxer against the Unpheasant, but I don't think everything else would have been quite as good against Unpheasant. Like, I'd rather be using, like, Flamethrower, Fire Spin, Overheat, and, like, Liquidation than, like, Meteor Beam, Rock Slide, and Liquidation. So this is my theory, my game theory. Okay, so there we go. So again, is that going to do a whole load of damage? Is it going to, you know, heal Doublade at the end of the turn? Maybe. But I still think this would be okay. Wow, that did a lot of damage. Was that a crit? Okay, yeah. That's why. But yeah, but then that's the thing. If we go for, like, Overheat on the next turn, okay, Airstream. See, look, if that was Unpheasant using a max Airstream, I would have died. Whereas because it's Doublade, I didn't die. And maybe I'll get a defense down here. No, I didn't. Okay. Flamethrower, more like a lamethrower. Oh, and we burned it! Yes, T'Challa! Nicely done. How is Credilly the fastest member on your team? Good question! That is a really good question. Yeah, like, what? I mean, I know that, like, speed, like, calling it speed, like, the speed stat isn't the most accurate thing. Maybe thing like agility or reaction or, I don't know, something like that, because it's kind of like, it's not to do with, like, say, top speed or acceleration or something. Like, all these other qualities, like agility or acceleration or reaction time or something. Well done, everyone, by the way. Very nice work. So I know all that kind of stuff is more to do with what the speed stat is about, as opposed to just top speed. But it's still one of those things where I wouldn't really think of Credilly as being, like, the sharpest tool in the shed, or having faster reactions than, like, a bug or something. I don't know. Like a spider, but anyway. But yeah, Doublade, we don't want this. It's weak to fire and to ghost. Without having the benefit of, like, being super effective against ghost. Doublade has the potential to be a good double-edged sword, but then it doesn't have the good edge, doesn't have the good outer edge, so it struggles. As long as the spider isn't hit by fire, we're good. I would... to be honest, as long as the spider isn't hit by anything, I would say, just because I don't really have a whole lot of health here. But yeah, if we Gigantamax Colossal, get that Volcalith in, because Volcalith is a really good move, then we'll be good. And like, yeah, Rock Slide, Volcalith, Ancient Power, Liquidation, we should be good here. So yeah. But in conclusion, I don't really follow music, so I don't really have like a favorite song right now, because I don't know any of the songs right now. All my musical references, like, unless it's just, is my favorite song still my favorite song, which is like, yeah, I guess so. I don't have a new favorite song as of lately. My favorite song is September by Earth, Wind and Fire. In large part because of the American Dad episode, Finances with Wolves, which is a hilarious episode. I love it. It's my favorite American Dad episode. Right, anyway, Liquidation. Come on, defense down, defense down, defense down. Ow, boo. I haven't had a single defense down. Right, here we go. Oh, you love to see it. Oh, geez, your favorite band is Gorillaz? Oh, nice. There's a reference you don't get to hear a whole lot. But like, got sunshine, feeling bad, you got blue skies, feeling bad in the future, not to know the future. Like that. Oh yeah, and then they have the other one, like, got the Fushu shampoo. Those are like the two Gorillaz things I know. Oh no, Beast Boost! Mystical Fire, but it powers up Cockle! Ancient Power, more like an ancient flower. Rock Slide misses! No! That's why I didn't want Rock Slide against Unpheasant. More like an unpleasant... Oh, we're going with the Max Geyser? Okay, that's different. But we did it! We did it! Well done, everyone. Well done indeed. Oh yeah, I suppose we did lose 2 lives before, so actually that was a little bit closer than we'd anticipated, but I was not working up a sweat at all there. So well done, everyone. Okay, very nicely done. Stars and sparkles, sparkles and stars. Get those emojis in the chat. Wish everyone good shiny luck. And then we'll do our patented double shiny check. I got too busy talking about Gorillaz to forget that we'd actually lost like 3 lives there. But no, well done everyone. Very nice work. Very excellently played. And let's see how this goes, shall we? So, Piloswine is a no. Cradilly is a no. Doublade! Oh, I would have loved a shiny Doublade. Will I have to wait for Legend ZA? Kevin, your favorite song is Gales of Song from the movie Belle. Gonna have to look that one up. Okay, Piloswine, Cradilly, Doublade, Doublade. And will we get the first ever Ultra Beast that I've ever gotten? Blacephalon's one of my favorites. I did get Pokemon Ultra Sun. Will we get the Midnight Cosmic Disco Ball Blacephalon? No! The drought continues. Humanity. Right, no sparkles there, no sparkles there, no sparkles there, and no sparkles there. The humanity. Right, let me just check the old spreadsheet-areno to see if I need any of these things. I did tidy up my spreadsheet recently, just because I've gotten so many things now that there are just all these gaps and spaces in it, and it was like, yeah, I don't need all those spaces anymore. Doublade. Yeah, so now I can, like, see everything way more easily. But yeah, I don't need any of these. Dang, that's really something. Do they have good natures and abilities or anything like that? You have attack down, so that's timid. That one's attack up. That's kind of nifty. I'll go for the Piloswine. How often have we had a Piloswine in this mode? So, would you like to take Piloswine with you? The answer is yes. And there we go. We got 8 Dinitor, so that's pretty nifty, if I dare say so. And there we go. Right. I think Blacephalon's favorite song is Firework by Katy Perry. It's a good song. It's also a very old song now, isn't it? Which is kind of scary. But yeah, but it was nice. It was good when it was used in Madagascar 3, which I think was the best of the trilogy. Okay, would you like us to keep a record of where you found Blacephalon this time? Yes, I would. Okay, so chat, my lovely chat. Oh, and if I accidentally attributed that to Kevin, I apologize, because that was actually Sky's joke. I think I thought that was Kevin at first, but I think what happened was Kevin had a comment, and then Sky's kind of got bumped in, and then I, like, misread the name. Nearly 15 years old. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Everyone have an existential crisis, whilst I remind everyone. Quick existential crisis break, and then we'll, but no, could you guys, we still got to do Euxie and Mesprit. So if there's anyone who can do Euxie and or Mesprit, could you please let me know, strike the number of times you have played today, and then let me know, I can do, and let me know which of those two you can do. Ready, set, bow. Xander says, what is time? That is the correct answer. And then there we go. So yeah, let me know using the format. So yeah, Wild, do it like how, well, Kevin's done it minus the letter E. Xander, the hammer, because Kevin didn't capitalize the letter E. But I am kidding. But let's see. Let's see what we've got here. So Kevin's a Euxie, Keeper's a both, Cheese is a Mesprit, Sky's a Mesprit, Kieran's a Mesprit. And then, so if Wild can do both, then, so basically we could do a bunch of like Euxies and, so basically if Wild can do both, then, hey, but at least it wasn't an letter like F. True. Right, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Hang on. So, Mesprit, Euxie. You can do one. But which one? What? See, Wild. Just to say, you have to post using the format. Okay, you have to do strike, and then like a number, and then I can do, and then you have to let us know which you can do. Because again, I don't. If you say I can do one, I don't know which one of them you mean. Do you mean you can only do Euxie, or can you only do Mesprit? Or are you saying I only have time to do one of them? So like I need to do the next Dynamax. Like you can let us know that as well, but you have to like let us know stuff, because like unlike Mesprit and Euxie, I cannot read minds. So you have to like let us know, okay? You have to do strike in big capital letters, you have to say the number of times you can play, and then you have to let me know whether you can do Mesprit, whether you can do Euxie. And if anyone ever has like a time constriction, you can say like I'm around for an hour or something like that, or I'm only around for the next adventure. Like that's totally fine. Like that's fine, and we can work with that, and we can be like, oh, let's do this one now so that so and so can play. But like I need to have like clear communication as to like what you're actually able to do. Because if we do a raid and then you're like, oh, I've already caught this, or I already have a shiny of this, and like I wasn't told that, it's like that's not my fault. So if you're saying you can do both of them, like if you don't have either a shiny but you only have time to do, so we'll have so whichever one we have Wild do, we can have Wild do that. Okay, so hang on, let's just see. Mesprit. Hang on, let's see where there are like more zeros. If we've got, hang on, Euxie both. Oh, hang on. I think basically it doesn't matter, does it? Okay, let's just have Mesprit, because Sky's been here since the start. So let's get Mesprit. So let's have Wild. Hang on, let's put Mesprit second, and then we'll have Euxie third. And then let's have Skywatcher. Oh, hang on. Where was... I need to add Wild on this part of the spreadsheet. Okay, awesome. So we're going to have Wild. We're going to have Skywatcher. Oh, hang on. We're going to have Wild. We're going to have Skywatcher. Hang on. And then who was the other Mesprit? And then Cheese was the other Mesprit as well. So yeah, let's have Sky, Cheese, and Wild. Let's have a Wild Sky Cheese. And then that should be good. And then what we'll do is for the next one, we'll have like a sort of penciled in Kevin, Kiba, and Kieran. But obviously, if anyone does come in and they're like a strike 0, then I will sub out one of the strike 1s, if that's okay. Hang on, I just put Kevin instead of Kiba. This is what happens when too many people have names beginning with the letter K. Okay, there we go. So does that sound good? Does that make sense? So the next team is Team 2, Mesprit. We're going to have Sky, Wild, and Cheese. And then Team 3 will have Yuxi. And that will be, it will definitely have Kiba, because Kiba's a strike 0. But then we'll try to have like Kieran and Kevin as well, provided no one else comes into the chat. So does that make sense? Does that sound good? Is that all brilliant? Okay. So here we go. Make sure you're connected to the internet. Make sure it's 2:36 p.m. Los Angeles time. Make sure you talk to the lady. Make sure that you say anything goes. But I'm going to select Mesprit. And then, and yeah, and as a reminder, this is going to be Skywatcher, Wild, and Cheese. Okay? Sorry, I know that was a bit of a fuss, but it's just, again, and I do apologize, but just clear communication is key. So I do apologize if that sounds fuddy-duddy-ish, but it does slow down the streams when, like, if people don't... It's why we have the system, because if people just said, like, I can play, or I can't do this, or I get, like, if people were just, like, posting all kinds of different messages, it's just really hard to, like, filter through that and figure that out with regards to, like, how to fill in the spreadsheet, how to assign teams. Whereas if I have, like, half a dozen people saying strike, the number of times they've played, and what they can do, I can, like, in a few seconds do, like, team assignments. Whereas if everyone's just posting in, like, a different way, like, I can't do this, and then they're in a separate message, but I can do that, or whatever, then it just kind of makes things more complicated. So I do appreciate you guys sticking with me, and going along with the system, because it's just the system we've kind of fallen into after 7 months. Both Yuxi and Mesprit have the levitate ability, so no ground moves, but they're also both weak to Bug, Ghost, and Dark. For Mesprit, I would go with Onlera's philosophy that Bug is best when it comes to Mesprit. No Wild, you're totally good, don't worry. It's just like a heads up for future notice, okay? So it's like strike in big capital letters, number of times you've played, and then just let me know what you're able to do. And if you just do that, it just makes things so much easier and quicker for me. Because otherwise then it takes a while and stuff like that. Okay. Barbarical... Okay, Frostmoth is a bug type, so I'll go with Frostmoth. Heatmore does have Fire Lash, which is a really good defense lowering move. It can be good in conjunction with other physical attackers if we end up getting other physical attackers like Miltank and Barbarical. But Palisand has Shadow Ball, which is definitely the better choice. But then, see, if we had like Barbarical or Miltank, that works probably Barbarical. That works way better with like the physical Heatmore Fire Lash strats. So that's good. But yeah. Okay. Noctowl on the left, Abomasnow on the right, so that doesn't make a difference. There is a bug in the top right. Is that like Durant or something? We'll figure it out in a sec. Hang on. Let's just see what the bug was. Oh, Araquanid. Oh, okay, so we could go for Araquanid, and then there is also a Crocodile as well. So do we want to go to the right here so we can get the Crocodile in the middle and then the Araquanid at the end? Does that sound like a good plan? So if I go to the right for Abomasnow... Oh, no! Okay. We just picked hard mode. I think we can still... This is a Skuntank ahead of us, right? So actually, if this is a Skuntank, then it's okay. Yeah, I think that was Skuntank ahead of us. So this should still be fine. We'll just get a different dark type rather than Crocodile. So as long as it is Skuntank, if we just do that, it should be fine. So yeah, no worries. This should still be fine. I'm going to Dynamax. I'm going to use Hurricane. Baby like a hurricane, then we'll make it rain in Spain, mostly on the plains. No, okay. But yeah, no. So as long as that, I know this is like the third or fourth time I've said it. This is me just like making sure I'm not panicking. But I think if that is Skuntank ahead of us, that should be fine because it has Lash Out and that's a pretty good move. So Xander's changed the hammer profile. Xander, you got to keep that up for Mario Monday, March 10th. Okay. Anyway, Buck. So here we go. Blizzard, more like a wizard. The thing about Noctowl's quite bulky. So it's why I don't like going against Noctowl unless you have like a really good strategy for it. Whereas if you have like a Frostmoth with a non-stab move and all this other stuff, it's not the best. But okay. Whereas we had because like a Bomber Snow would have gone down really quickly because of Heatmore. Like we had ×4 super effective, and then I had super effective Airstream. So yeah, I don't know why we went left instead of right, unless someone was like, oh, there's a Skuntank on the left though. I would say that Crocodile is better than Skuntank, but I don't know if they saw that there's a ghost in the top left, but I think that may have just been like a Poltegeist, and Poltegeist is like a really terrible. Oh crud, Sleep. No! Sleep is really bad. Okay. At this point, I should just change my profile pic to different characters I know who can use hammers. Or like a collage of hammer. No, it'd be tiny then, wouldn't it? But yeah, no. That'd be quite funny. Oh, Sky got a phone call. Oh, no. See, that's the thing that really annoys me. I think if someone doesn't pick, I think that should count as like, just as nothing. I don't think that should count as anything. So like, say if you have 2 yeses, so say if you have like 2 rights, 1 left, and 1 didn't decide, I think that should make you go on the right path. Whereas it technically could make you go to the left, and that's how I think. That what I would say is like the biggest issue I have with this mode. That I don't like that system of like not picking a path and stuff like that. So, oh yeah, did everyone get their Skeledirge yesterday from Pokemon Scarlet and Violet? Last week I was asking if you guys had beaten Meowscarada. This week Skeledirge is the 7K raid boss Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet. So if you want a Hundo Skeledirge, beat the 7-star raid. I thought it was quite easy. I did do it with my friend Michelle because we tend to do them together. But yeah. Okay. As long as we go for the Skuntank on the right, this will still be fine. And then, I don't know who we're going to want to switch. Basically, what? Barbaracle and Heatmore? It's either going to be Linoon or Thingamajig, but yeah. Okay, let me just see what we got here. Maybe we could get rid of... maybe we could get rid of Heatmore first, because it's going to be weak to Liquidation, maybe? Oh, Hundo means it has perfect stats. It's used more for Pokemon Go, like Lingo, but I think it applies to, like, you know, I think it applies nicely. Oh, it's just a regular Linoon, dang. Okay. Oh, I didn't look at the type at all. I just looked at the silhouette, I realized. Linoon does still have Shadow Claw. Okay. I don't know what to... I don't know what to... Oh, hang on. Who's faster out of Frostmoth and Heatmore? Oh, we're the same speed? Dang, that's annoying. Okay. I will use Weather Ball after this, because I can get a nifty Fire-type attack here. But, yeah, okay. So here's the question. Do we even want to switch for this Linoon? I mean, it has Shadow Claw, but honestly, I actually think that, like... Here's the thing I think. I think if we had a team of, like, Heatmore and Araquanid, that would actually be a way better team than, like, Linoon and Araquanid. Because, like, Heatmore could use Fire Lash, and then Araquanid could use Lunge. And that would be like a really good sort of like 1-2 pow. Is finding a female Mimikyu rare? I don't think so. I think it's like a 50-50. But I actually don't know. I could just be assuming that. Most Pokemon are 50-50, and then if they're not 50-50, they usually skew male rather than female, just because that means it's like harder to breed. So like starter Pokemon tend to have like a 87.5% chance of being male. But okay. Pin missile. I just worry Arachnid will be a Dino, so it'll cause rain. No, we would use a bug move. That's the thing. We would use Max Flutterby. That's why I think like if we switch for the that's why if we keep Heatmore, we could have Arachnid be our Dynamaxer, and then it could use Max Flutterby. So like if Heatmore was using Fire Lash, and then if Heatmore was using Fire Lash, and then Arachnid was using Max Flutterby, that would be really, really powerful. Sorry, that was the other thing I was meant to say, because I said Lunge, but I was thinking, like, Arachnid would be in 4th place, because I don't really want, like, Barbaracle. If Barbaracle was our Dynamaxer, that would be really bad, because it only has, like, Poison, Water, and Ice. Like, that's not very good against Mesprit. Whereas if we had Arachnid for Barbaracle, that would be really good. So I would say it's not really worth switching here. I would say it's not really worth a switch here. And that we should just kind of like... I think we should just do a Barbaracle for Arachnid, and this would be fine. Because, like, Fire Lash is neutral against... Fire Lash is neutral against it, so that could be fun. Barbaracle could do some science here, because it's not that great against Arachnid. So I don't mind a little bit of science here to see if we get any... If it gets something good, then we could get rid of... Oh, Vespiquen. Oh! So actually... Okay, now we could get rid of Heatmore after this. Now that we have Vespiquen, we could get rid of Heatmore now, because that was actually some good science there. So nicely done, Wild. Bees! Because that was some good science. Again, if we're about to get rid of something, like, and it's not very good against the next Pokemon in the way Barbaracle isn't, then Science is fine, and so that was a really good switch by Wild there. So, like, Heatmore could actually go now. I was just thinking, out of Heatmore and Barbaracle, a 4th place by Barbaracle would be better to get rid of. But, because we have now gotten rid of it, we can actually get rid of Heatmore as well, so this could be good. This could work. But yeah, as long as we Dynamax Palisand and get that Max Phantasm off or whatever, then we should be good here, basically. Okay. Anyway, Bark. Oh yeah, so yeah, I hope everyone got their Skeledurges. Sorry, I got caught up in the battles, didn't I? But yeah, did everyone get their Skeledurges? Basically, the trick to beating Skeledurge is having, like, a bulky rain Pokemon is, like, generally the trick. If you have, like, a Pokemon that makes it rain, and then you hit it hard with, like stab water moves, like, you'll be good. That's my theory. Right, anyway, Bark. Ice Scales, Water Absorb, oh crud. Right, Dual Wing Beat, nice. Double nice. Bo, stop focusing on Pokemon and instead focus on Pokemon. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's the thing, I think I was talking about Legends ZA earlier, and then I just kind of fizzled out. Actually, I did have one thing to talk about with Legends ZA. I did have one thing I was going to talk about with regards to Legends ZA, actually. Because I was thinking about what starter to pick, right? I don't think picking the starter, it might not matter that much in the grand scheme of things. It depends on, I don't know, the battle system or whatever. In Legends Arceus, your starter really does not matter. Like, it does not matter. You're going to just be filling your team. Of all the, like, I have never been one of those people. Okay, guys, quick question. have you ever done a playthrough of Pokemon where you have ditched your starter? My answer to that question is yes, but that's because I did an Ice-type only challenge on YouTube, which is available on a playlist, by the way, if you ever want to go back and watch that. Oh, we want to catch everything. You don't have to keep them, but always catch them. Ash, catch them. But apart from that Ice-type themed playthrough, have you guys ever ditched your starter in a playthrough? Wild says yes, but Cheese, no, I always keep my starter. Like Kevin, nope, never abandon starters. Exactly, that's the thing. That's the thing. In like a sort of a serious playthrough, in like a sort of more regular or traditional playthrough, where I'm not doing a challenge, I have never ditched my starter. So that's the thing. Xander, you did an evolution team once. Right, exactly. So, like, for something like that, yeah, you would, like, ditch your starter kind of thing. But if you were just doing, like, some kind of more regular playthrough, you know, that's the thing. You've probably never ditched your... Unless you have. But, like, do you know what I mean? Like, sort of, have you ditched your starter to do, like, some kind of, like, theme team or challenge? Or have you done it... generally, people have... Oh, Sing Show, yeah, you can tag me and stuff. That's fine. Again, if it's stuff that I mean, don't get me wrong, if there's ever stuff I'm like uncomfortable with or not happy with, I can always just untag myself from it. But if you want me to see stuff, yeah, you can always like tag me. Okay. Again, there are like some things where people tag me where I do have to untag myself because it's like, yeah, I can't really, sorry. But otherwise, yeah. But yeah, you can always do that. Cheese, you might have a different, like, signature Pokemon, but you always keep your starter in a team. Exactly, right? So, that's the thing. But of, like, all the games... So, of, like, all the games where I've, like, not done any kind of, like, challenge or theme to it or anything, Legends Arceus is, like, the one game where I've been the most, like, I don't really need my starter. Because you just catch Alpha Pokemon, which are way stronger, and they're, like, so much better than your starter. And so basically, yeah, you just, in Legends Arceus, like, if you sort of play the game efficiently, you kind of just end up with a team of, like, Alpha Pokemon. And that's what I kind of found a bit boring about Arceus, really. That your team was kind of, like, denoted by Alphas, and not really by what, like, you're interested in, or something that, like, turns out to be good, or something like that. It's just, like, catch an Alpha and win. I remember Kellen did a post about that. He was like, so in when the game was out and everyone was playing it, he was like, so you just want to get like alphas, right? Because they're like way better than everything else, right? And it, you know, it was something to that effect. But he was absolutely right. It was like, yeah, that's what you do. But it kind of meant it was like a bit boring because it was like, well, you catch these things because they're strong. They're like high level and they're strong and they have better stats. But then, you know, the game was kind of boring because of that. But anyway, so we're on to Mesprit, by the way. Well done, everyone. I mean, we're almost done with Mesprit. But anyway, Bark. But yeah, but in Legends Arceus, like, it was sort of the one game where I did kind of almost consider, like, you know, should I really even keep my starter? Because it's just not as good as everything else. It's a bit like when your starter's in, like, the middle evolved form, but everything else is, like, fully evolved or something like that. But it's like that for, like, the whole game. And so keeping your starter is almost a hindrance in Legends Arceus, for the rare times you actually do need to battle or whatever. Well done, everyone. Stars and sparkles, sparkles and stars. Well done, everyone. Very nice work. And Wild, I'm glad you were able to join us and that we were able to get you in quickly on that one. But anyway, the reason I say all this is just because in Legends Arceus, like, your starter didn't really matter. But one thing about it was, I picked Oshawott because I had used Rowlet in Pokemon Sun. Like, you know, when I started in Alola, whenever I start a new generation, I get the grass type. So in Sun, I used Rowlet. And in Pokemon Gold, because I played Crystal first, so I played Crystal first with Chikorita, but then when I played Gold, I used Cyndaquil. But when I played, like, the 5th generation, I used Snivy on my first playthrough for Pokemon White, and then I used Tepig for Pokemon White 2. So, Oshawott was, like, the one Pokemon I had, like, never used. And although, like, a couple of days before the game came out, it, like, leaked that there were new evolutionary forms, the Hisuian forms, I could have picked Rowlet for that reason, but I'd kind of already made my mind up at that point that I was going to go for Oshawott. And I was like, yeah, I think I'm just gonna, like, go with Oshawott, though. And so, like, that's what I did. But basically, so that's what I did for Legends Arceus. It's, like, the one time I, like, didn't pick a grass starter. But I was like, well, it's a different game, and it's using a starter I've never used before. But with Legends ZA, I have been thinking about it. And I will tell you what I've been thinking after we do our patented double shiny check. So Noctowl is a no. Linoon is a no. Araquanid is not a dupe. From what you're seeing, alpha Pokemon aren't really different from a normal version. I thought they had better stats, but at the very least, they are like a way higher level. So they definitely were like, they're definitely stronger when you're like playing the game. I think we've had this discussion before where like once they're like level 100, they're like the same. But like in the game, they're like a higher level and thus they're stronger. But I'm sure I remember like looking at stats and stuff and they were a lot weaker. But again, that might have just been a when I was playing the game kind of thing. Right, anyway, will we get the Golden Mesprit? Oh, yeah, and they start with effort levels. That's the thing as well. Yes, they have effort levels, and they're a higher level, and they have stronger moves. So, yeah, they ultimately are built on the same foundations as regular Pokemon, but they have all these, like, extra benefits and boons to them that it's, like, silly not to use them. So, like, when you're, like, playing the game, they are better, kind of thing. Like, by the end of the game, by the time you've, like, filled in the Pokedex completely and filled out all the Pokedex entries or whatever, yeah, it like, doesn't matter. But when you're actually playing the game, they are better. But anyway, we didn't get the Golden Mesprit, unfortunately. Noctowl, no. Linoon, no. Araquanid, no. Let me just check the old spreadsheet. No. And then we'll kind of take it from here, shall we? So let's see what we got here. Hang on. So Noctowl is a no. Linoon is a no. Araquanid is a no. So yeah, I don't need any of these. I'm just going to go with Noctowl because it's the Pokemon that we shouldn't have picked. And then, yeah. Okay, well done, everyone. Right. So, welcome back. Would you like a Mesprit? Yes, I would, Kent. Okay. Right, anyway. So, chat, my lovely chat, just to quickly check, is there anyone who is a Strike 0 who has come into the chat who is able to do a Uxie? Not if you're a Strike 1, not if you're a Strike 2, but just is there anyone who has not yet played today who would like to do a Uxie? Just because our current lineup is Kiba, Kieran, and Kevin, okay? Kevin hasn't played either, though. But basically, this would be Kieran's second time playing. But if there's anyone who is like a Strike 0, then yeah, bring back Frostbite. I do agree. I do think Frostbite is better than Freeze. I would like Frostbite instead of Freeze. Okay. Anyway, Buck. So yeah. So anyway, no. So Kevin hasn't played and Kiba hasn't played, but Kieran had played before. So if anyone has come in and like you haven't played at all, I would feel bad being like, oh, Kieran gets to play a second time instead of someone who hasn't played at all. But yeah. But okay. But if no one seems to be saying anything. So okay, so team 3 is going to be Kevin, Kieran, and Kiba. Why is it always the three of you? It's all the K's. My special. I'm gonna call you Special K instead of like three K's. But anyway, Bark. Team Special K. The cereal team. Right. Anyway, Bark. So please make sure you're connected to the internet. Make sure you talk to the nice scientist lady. And then we're going to say anything goes. But I'm going to pick Ukesprit, Uxie, and then Team K-pop. All that. No, that's... Oh, I like Team K-pop, actually. Kieran, I think that's a better name. Right. 03... Let's go 0307, 0307. Just because that's kind of easy, isn't it? And here we go. I remember that's what Harry McIntyre called Console K. Oh, really? Oh, that's funny. The annoying thing about Xenoblade 3, just quickly... Well, actually, there are a bunch of things that are a little bit kind of like, about it. But one thing about it is, I struggle to remember, like, the different bosses. Like, all the different consoles. Like, I sort of remember a bunch of them. Like, I remember, like, sort of things like how they look or their voice. Like, I remember one of them was, like, a Geordie, but I can't remember, like, which console he was. So I only really remember, like, X, Y, and Z. I remember there's, like, the bad one that repeatedly shows up throughout the game, and then there's, like, one who it's really obvious who they are based on their model and voice. But yeah, anyway. Okay, anyway, Bark. Well done, everyone. So that's Seyo, Kevin, and Odachi. So once again, yeah, Bug, Dark, Ghost, although Ghost and Dark are better here. And stay away from the ground moves because of Levitate, but other than that, we should be good. Oh, Malamar. Although, if we have Malamar, just be careful of moves like Max Quake. Oh, Sunny Day. Cherim. Just be aware of... if we have Malamar, just be aware of, like, Max Quake, Max Steel Spike, Max Knuckle, more like a Max Shuckle, and Max Ooze, because they're a little bit less good, but otherwise, though, like, Butterfree's great. And it's in 4th place, so that's pretty good. And yeah, be aware of moves like coaching and stuff like that as well. Exactly, Weiss. Okay, so here we go. Oh, Marowak is a ghost type, and I would rather have it as a shiny than Golurk. But let's see. Admittedly... And then there is a dark type in the top right as well. Also a Armaldo. Oh, and Pangoro. Why are all the bug and ghosts in the top right? Why are none of them in the middle row? Okay. But then again, if we already have... Oh, okay. I have a theory. A game theory. Oh, Weiss, AI used coaching to make your Malamar -6. Oh, no! Thinking about a certain character, just punching O and P. Okay, so I'm going to use Night Slash as a max darkness. More like a fight darkness. And here we go. Now, the question is, who are we going to get rid of out of... we've got, like, we're going to get rid of Klefki and Cherim. But who are we going to get rid of, and when are we going to get rid of them? Maybe we might want to get rid of Cherim first, because Klefki will be useful for the final fight, whereas, like, Cherim... I don't know, we've got... Cherim's, like, just, I don't know, less useful here, I would say. Oh, jeez, your dad's nickname is Special K. Oh, that's sweet. Oh, that's really nice. And Weiss, the thing about the coaching thing is, like, I bet the logic of the computer is, oh, I'll use coaching to help. And then you get down to, like, -1, and it's like, oh, no, my ally's down to... Oh, wait, hang on. Did Cherim use Solar Beam instead of Sunny Day? Oh, okay. We were supposed to go with Sunny Day, but that's like 90% of the reason we go with Cherim. But that's okay. Special defense down. I know it, like, powers up max flare. Oh, well, we're setting up the sun now anyway, so doesn't matter. Okay. No, I know, but but the thing is, it helps out Malamar as well. I know it's a bit of a double-edged sword, but, like, the thing, if Cherrim had other good options, it would be like, okay, that's fine, but it can still help out, like, you know, our Dynamax Pokemon is the thing. Right, Solar Beam. Like, basically, the amount of extra damage we could have had from the Sunny Day on, like, the 2 Max Darknesses, like, if we don't KO this turn, basically, if we'd have had Sunny Day up for, like, 2 turns, that would be enough to KO it. But it doesn't matter, it actually worked out really well, because Marowak set out the sun for us, so it kind of meant that it got a weaker Max Flare, rather than if you'd have helped it out. So, basically, your point of view was kind of correct, that you would have helped power up that Max Flare. So, again, it's a bit of a double-edged sword thing, but it's just one of those things where I was thinking that because it would have helped out Malamar, but it all worked out, so... how does Sunny Day help Max Darkness? Because I have Night Slash, and that's physical. So, because it boosted my Max Darkness by 50%. But if we get rid of Cherrim here, 07 Cherrim... but yeah, if we ditch Cherrim, but yeah. But here we go. I think if we went for the Grapploct, it has a good shiny, and we've actually got a lot of, like, good super effective type stuff against it, and then we could just pick one of these dark types or something at the end, and that could be good. I don't know who... We'll have to look at who's best to go up against. Whether it's, like, just the pure dark type, the Pangoro, or the Armaldo. Armaldo might be a bit dangerous because it's, like, very super effective against Butterfree. I could have picked a White Herb, actually. That would actually be probably quite good for Malamar, but... Why is it attack and special defense? I know. I almost wonder if, like, Game Freak messed it up and then have just been too embarrassed to fix it or have just never noticed. Like, I genuinely think that. I genuinely think that could have happened. Like, they got it wrong and they're like, ah, crap. Yeah, we'll pretend it's on purpose. So... But I'm kind of surprised they just never have changed it. I feel like that would have made sense, but anyway. Dynamax, Dynamax, let's all go and Dynamax. Max Phantasm could be the better thing here, just to lower defense, but I don't know how well all our other attacks are going to hit, so... either way, I think Max Flare or Max Phantasm are probably equally good here, to be honest. You Max Flare, so that's pretty good because it means that, like, on turn 2 you'll do a ton more damage. Basically, Max Phantasm would help out Play Rough, and that was a big crit. Right, Giga Drain, not bad, and then I'll use Expanding Force, so that'll get it below half. And then basically, yeah, we should be good here. Yeah, honestly, setting up the sun in case it uses Muddy Water or Max Geyser isn't a terrible idea. I mean, the thing is... Oh, crud. The thing is, Muddy Water from Grapploct never really does that much damage, but it's not a bad idea to protect against it, so that's fair. Right, here we go. Oh, so I was talking about Legends ZA, wasn't I? Now that I think we've got our... Well, actually, no. So I don't think we want to do Armaldo. Oh, actually. Oh, I just realized. If we do Pangoro, I think we should maybe pick Pangoro, and here's why. if Klefki is Dynamaxing, which I believe it is the next thing due to Dynamax, Max Starfall is ×4 super effective against Pangoro. So if we go for Pangoro, Klefki is like going to be really, 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 really strong against that. Plus, Marowak has Max Flare, which is super effective as well. And then Butterfree is like less good. And then I'm like okay and stuff as well. Like I'm sort of, well, no, I'm not great, but like, you know, but we've got like 2 really good things against it. Whereas I don't think we could say that about other stuff. So I think if we go for Pangoro, this could be the right way to go. Weiss, you're boxing the starter ASAP because you hate all 3 of them. Dang. Harsh words. But also there are berries behind it as well. So, okay. So anyway, Bark. Oh, Tepig and Skeledirge are the only fire types you've not liked. What's wrong with Skeledirge? He's so cool. He's like a singing crocodile. He's like the crocodile from Princess and the Frog. See, and he was a trumpet player, so like Sky could play along with him on the trombone. But yeah. But here we go. But here's what I was thinking, right? So last time I picked Oshawott because I didn't really know about like the new evolutions and I had never used it before. This time I have Chikorita, who I said I had used in Pokemon Crystal. I had said I'd use Tepig in Pokemon White 2. But Totodile, I have never used. I've wanted to, like, next time I do a Gen 2 playthrough, I absolutely want to use Totodile. In fact, when I played Pokemon Gold, I kind of saved Totodile. Like, I picked Cyndaquil more as, like, a reluctant kind of choice, because I was like, oh, I want to save Totodile for, like, the next time I play Crystal. So basically, but I wanted to... oh, look at that. That's why we picked Pangoro, okay? That's why we picked Pangoro. I mean, if you think it looks stupid, that's fine. You know, opinions and one man's trash is another man's treasure, or, you know, the reverse in this case, I guess. But yeah. But anyway, Bog. But I was kind of thinking, so, you know, going off of my Legends Arceus logic, I would pick Totodile. But if they have new evolutions, it's like, maybe I should pick Chikorita for that reason. However, I then got to thinking about something else, okay? I then got to thinking about something else. And the something else I thought of, the other thing that I realized, is that this game is bringing back Mega Evolution. And if it brings back Mega Evolution, that means... Well, I mean, I think we've probably already seen it or whatever in the trailer, haven't we? But I can't remember which Pokemon we've seen in the trailer or not. But that basically means I would be able to have a Mega Venusaur on my team. And I could have that as my Grass-type Pokemon instead. So I could have like a big Mega Grass Pokemon. But you know what's cooler than a Mega Venusaur? A Mega Sceptile. I could have a Mega Sceptile on my team, which I would be reluctant to do if I already had a Chikorita / Bayleaf / Meganium on my team. So therefore, having Totodile as my starter could be the smarter thing to do. So yeah. Anyway, if we do Klefki for Pangoro here, Klefki, Pangoro, Klefki, Pangoro, Klefki, Pangoro, Klefki, Pangoro, Klefki, Pangoro, Klefki, and Pangoro. Get rid of those keys for that panda. Yes, but well done, Kevin. But yeah, so I kind of realized I don't think. Here's an interesting thing, guys. Feel free to let me know if I'm incorrect here. I think so far we haven't seen any of the sort of quote-unquote new Mega Evolutions in Legends ZA. So, like, in the trailer we saw, we only saw Pokemon that you can get in Pokemon X and Y, not in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. I'm hoping we get the Pokemon from Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire as well, so like Sableye, Sceptile, Swampert. But I'm hoping that we haven't seen any of the sort of, again, what I'm calling quote-unquote newer Mega. Maybe I should just say the Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, the Oras Megas, I'll call them. We'll call them the Oras Megas. So, if we haven't seen any of the I don't think we saw any of the Oras Mega Evolutions. Only the X and Y Mega Evolutions. I'm hoping that changes, or I'm hoping they unlock in, like, the post-game, or just something. I hope they're in there somewhere. And Kiba has the power. Oh, Magic Room. Isn't this the items? Yeah, items gone. Dang it. Okay, here's the befuddle. Kira's befuddling. Nice. Diancie got a Mega Evolution. I think it was an Oras Mega Evolution. Is the thing. But again, I hope it's in there. Like, it'd be good if it was in there. Again, so I hope they're all in there, not just the X and Y ones. But yeah. Right, defense spell. More like defense smell. But yeah. So that's kind of my theory, my game theory. I'm hoping we do get both the Oras and the X and Y Mega Evolutions. If we're, like, bringing back Mega Evolution, quote unquote, I want Gen 6 to be a part of it. So, Yuxi sleeping, but it's already asleep. Right, here's the befuddle, more like a puddle. But yeah. So here we go. Okay, it is getting desperate. It is going to start using generative AI. Look, it's already grown an extra tail. It's got 2 tails. Right, Darkest Lariat. There we go. Well done. We're killing this thing at sleep. We're jerks. No, we're not. We're putting it out of its misery. Right, well done, everyone. Stars and sparkles, sparkles and stars. Well done, Team 3. I'm smiling with glee. But yeah, so that is a thing I was thinking when I got my starter. Because, guys, think about it. If you want something like say if you're like, oh, I'm torn between, like, Tepig and Totodile or something like that. But if you're like, if you love Mega Charizard, then you might want to have Totodile on your team. Do you know what I mean? Like, because if you're able to get, like, a Max Kalos starter, like a Blastoise or a Venusaur or a Charizard, or like a Blaziken, because Blaziken was an X and Y. See, that's the thing as well. I think it would be silly to have Blaziken but not have Sceptile and Swampert is the thing. So that's why, because Blaziken is technically an X and Y starter. So, but yeah. So, but that's the thing. But it's like Blaziken could be in there as well. So if you say if you like picked Chikorita or Totodile, that means you could have like a Blaziken or a Charizard on your team that can Mega Evolve. So that's just a thing to consider. And so I think I am going to go with Totodile, because if I could get Venusaur or Sceptile, then I am absolutely doing that. Okay, so Marowak is a no. Grapploct, is a no. I actually need shinies of all of these, which is a rare thing. It's rare for... I know I said that the other day. I know I had this exact same thing the other day where it's like, oh, I need all of these as shiny. But it's still rare. Pangoro is a Pangorno. Imagine if only Charizard got to keep his Mega out of the group. Oh my gosh, Kevin, that would be so funny. If they just didn't have the Megas for Venusaur or Blastoise. Okay, Marowak no, Grapploct no, Pangoro no. Will we get the Golden Yuxi? Oh no, it's not shiny. But it is yellow and blue, the colors of Ukraine, and we stand with Ukraine here at Beauvo Games. So yeah. Right, Marowak no, Grapploct no, Pangoro no, Yuxi no. Let me just check the old spreadsheet Reno to see what I need or what I don't need, and then we'll figure out our wild cards, shall we? So let's do this thing. So I need a Galar Weezing, but not anything else. Grapploct. Do I need Grapploct? Don't need Grapploct, dang. And I don't need Pangoro. Wow, okay. Wow. I'm going to go with, in the hopes that if I take them all up, it will get me one closer to the shiny, I'm going to go with Marowak. And flawless victory with Kiba. How would picking a starter give it... Well, it's not that it would give me the starter, but, like, it would be silly having, like, 2 grass types in my team. Like, if I already had Meganium in my team, I wouldn't want to have a Sceptile or a Venusaur. But if I had a water-type starter, I would have room in my team for a grass type without doubling up, and then that would work. Because the thing is, basically, even if Venusaur hasn't been confirmed for this game, it's as good as confirmed, because it was in X and Y, and it was one of the X and Y Mega Evolutions. And then Sceptile is, like, kind of could be in there, because it got a Mega Evolution in Gen 6, so... So that's my theory. So that's my theory. My game theory. Okay. So Marowak has been sent to the box. Okay. So we'll save the game very quickly, and then we'll figure this out, shall we? Oh gosh, we actually do need to hurry up though, because we've been very slow. How have we been slow? We kind of started pretty quickly today. Oh, no, wait, I do know why. We're slow. Anyway, Buck. Okay. So. Chat, my lovely chat. We'll try and figure out... Maybe we'll just try and aim for some Ultra Beasts here. Could you let me know... if you have any wild cards. If you have any of the wild cards I need, let me know. Because we're looking for hosts... for the next 2 wildcards, okay? So ready, set, bow. Let me know if you have tickets for Thunderous, Tapu Bulu, Nihilego, Boswell, Pheromosa, Xurkitree, Celesteela, Kartana, Guzzlord, and Stakataka. Thunderous would also be acceptable as well, honestly. To be honest, they're all acceptable, but... Sky has Pheromosa. Okay. Why don't we say do something like Sky and Cheese? Why don't we do something like Sky and Cheese? Pheromosa and Celesteela? Because I think we did Nihilego yesterday, didn't we? Although maybe we did like Stakataka yesterday, I can't remember. But if we say did like Pheromosa and Celesteela, would that be good with you guys? Let me know if, like, either Sky or Cheese has time restraints. Oh, no, wait, hang on. Oh, no, sorry, Y said Celesteela. Sorry, my bad. Sorry, I did that thing again where it's like, I'm looking at a message, and then, like, another message jumps up. So, sorry, I'm sorry. It was White. Oh, did we do Celesteela yesterday? Oh, okay. Okay, maybe we could do, like, Guzzlord and... Okay, what about Guzzlord and Pheromosa? Are you guys good for Guzzlord and Pheromosa? Maybe we could do that. And Sky, if you were around in, like, 20 minutes, maybe we could do the Guzzlord first. Does that sound okay? So would that be okay? Yeah, sorry. Again, sorry. Sometimes I'm reading a message and then like another message will come in and it'll kind of like. So I'll look at a name, but then like a message will come in at like the same time, and so it means like sort of misread who said what. But yeah. Okay. So okay. So hang on before anyone decides on hunting anything. Hang on, we got to decide the next 2 teams first. So hang on. We're gonna go for. So let's go with Guzzlord first. And then we'll go with, Pheromosa second. So hang on, Guzzlord's gonna have Kevin. If I could, Mr. Spreadsheet, can you please work? Okay, there we go. Sorry, that was stressful. No, just work. Okay, Kevin and Sky. Okay, so guys, gals, and non-binary pals. So because we're beginning with Guzzlord, we're only gonna decide on that right now. Okay, so can you guys please let me know? Ready, set, bow. Could you guys let me know, ready, set, bow, how many times have you played today? And if you can do Guzzlord. And maybe if you're not Sky, just because Sky is going to host the next one. But otherwise, let me know if you can do Guzzlord. Okay, Weiss can do Guzzlord. Kevin is hosting Guzzlord, so yeah, that's fine. But okay, so we could have Kevin and Weiss, and then so why don't we have Kevin, Weiss, and Kiba? How does that sound? Does that sound like a plan? And then we'll figure out Pheromosa later, because someone could join in the next 20 minutes. That's why I don't want to decide teams now. I decide all the teams at the beginning because everyone's a strike 0. But once we start getting into like uneven numbers, I kind of like doing them more one at a time. So if that sounds good, Kevin, Weiss, and Kiba for Guzzlord. Then Kevin can host. So let's connect to the internet. Make sure it's 3:25 p.m. Pacific time. And then we'll kind of take it from here. So we're going to say anything goes. But Kevin, thank you so much for hosting. I really appreciate it. And then we'll kind of take it from there. Okay, so Mr. Key code. Key me a code. So here we go. Oh, it's 0511 0907. Kevin was well on that. How quickly will I get into the lobby? I think I'll be third. Oh, I'm second. Wow. But yeah, so Kevin, Bo, Weiss, and Kiba. And that should just about do it. Oh, yeah, it is, isn't it? Yes. I would remember all these, but it just gets hard after a few years. I remember, like, loads of kids in my class from school's birthdays, but when I have to learn birthdays now, it's just harder, because it's, like, I have, like, an older brain now, guys. Like, it's just hard to fit stuff in. I might remember... Someday I want to do a thing. My mom used to have, like, a little chart we made. We actually, like, made it on the computer. Oh, hang on. Why are we taking a sec here? Kiba. We either need an Odachi or a Shirido. There we go, perfect. So Guzzlord is super duper mega weak to fairy types. It's ×4 weak to fairy. Theory! But it's also weak to fighting, bug, ice, and dragon. And I think that is it, isn't it? There's like the fighting and the bug on the like the dark side, and then like dragon and ice on the like dragon side. Okay. Theory. And then Lipa does also have a theory type move as well. So, and then technically Jinx. I mean, Lipa's better than Jinx, but then I'd say Starmie's better than Jinx just because Dazzling Gleam is better than Draining Kiss. More like a Draining Miss. But yeah. Okay. Well done, everyone. So we actually have, like, an all-fairy move team here. So I would say we don't really need to swap anything. Unless there's any, like, strong stab, maybe. So maybe we could just pick stuff we're strong against. Although I did see Vespiquen, but... Like, Vespiquen has, like, stab bug. I'll admit, selfishly, I'd kind of like to do Swoobat just because I don't have a shiny of it. But we can go any direction for that. Who are we better against here? I'm going to pick Heatmore because I need a shiny Heatmore and because we've got 2 water types. So that's my theory. My game theory. Maybe we could have picked the Kingler because we've got Dynamax Dedenne. My bad if so. Again, one of our waters does not have water attacks. And Heatmore can use 1-turn solar beams, which is kind of scary. But nevertheless... I think it'll be fine. Mr. Heatmore, heat me a more. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, I'm gonna Aqua Tail, more like an Aquafeel. But that's the thing, Starmie does have a rock move, so... And that's why it's, like, better than Jinx. I'm so glad we have Starmie instead of Jinx, because Jinx would have been really bad here. So, yeah. Okie dokie. Kevin, not a bad starting team. Yeah, I mean, given like we've got something with a ×4 weakness, given that we have a whole team that exploits that weakness, that's actually, like, really good. I don't think the actual, like, pathways were that great, sadly. But otherwise, though, your best attack is Assurance. That's okay, though. That's not a problem. Again, we're sort of chipping away at... Oh, crud, here's the Solar Beam. Oh, but he used it on a Zoomer, and Sap Sipper kicked in, and now I get the attack up, and then I use Aqua Tail, and I do a load more damage because of the Aqua Tail. More like an Aqua Fail. And then I'm going to try and snipe the kill. No. But I am going to use my more accurate move here, just because I think if I do this, and then Starmie uses, like, Rock Thingamajig, then we'll be good. I always forget about Sap Sipper. There's a part of me which intellectually knows it. Like, if we're on, like, if we're on, like, the pathway or something, if we're on, like, the initial options, I'll kind of remember, because it will say it and stuff. But sometimes where we're in the heat of, like, picking things or whatever, I kind of forget about it. Okay. I don't know. There are sometimes I remember about Sap Sipper, sometimes I don't. I was worried about it more for Starmie than for me. That was probably my subconscious telling me I had Sap Sipper. Because I was just like, ooh, Starmie could be in trouble here. I wasn't thinking, ooh, Starmie and Azumarill are in trouble here. But yeah. Well done, everyone. Well done. But that's the thing, I think of it more for Bouffalont than for Azumarill, which I really should... If anything, it should be the other way around. But, because, like, that would be the more important thing. Like, oh, hey, this thing with a weakness doesn't actually have the weakness. So, yeah, I don't think we want to switch here. Because, again, we've got 4 fairy moves. So, I don't think we want to give up our fairy moves. Theory. Yeah, if Quagsire or Gastrodon had Sap Sipper, it would be all over. Oh, yeah, so, I mean, I would like to do Swoobat, also because I think Swoobat would be really easy. Who do we want to go... Do we want to do Vespiquen just because it's kind of easy? Or... I'm picking Vespiquen. I'm picking Vespiquen because Starmie has ×4 super effective rock. Dedenne has electric. And I can... Does Dedenne have thunder? Because I can set up the rain. And then if I set up the rain... if I, like, set up the rain, then that could be really good. And that could help us, like, knock out the Vespiquen. Okay, yeah, I'll use Max Geyser then to power up Thunder. Well, not power it up, but just make it more accurate, make it more reliable. Okay. Yeah, that's the thing. We do have 2 things that are weak to Vespiquen here. Oh, wait. Oh, I do have Max Airstream. But I'm gonna go with Max Geyser, just because I think I do need to help out Dedenne, and also from turn 2 onwards, Max Geyser will actually be more powerful than Max Airstream. So in the long run, it's a little bit better move to use, I think. But yeah, so we do have 2 things weak to Vespiquen. It's kind of just the way... The thing is, if we'd have gone for Exeggutor, Starmie would have still been weak to it. Yes, Lipard would have been good with the Assurance, but, like, I wouldn't have really been able to have hit it very hard. See, that's the thing, we've got all these, like, super effective moves here, so this is why I was thinking, like, Vespiquen, because it's like we've got 1 stab super effective, 1 ×4 super effective. I have the rain, which helps out Thunder. And then, oh, the other thing was Gastrodon. Yeah, Gastrodon still has Skitter Smack, so that would have been super effective against, like, Lipard and Starmie. Dedenne would have been way less useful. So it's just one of those things where I don't think any choice on this path was, like, a particularly good one, sadly. But I do think that Vespiquen was the right choice, and like just the least dangerous of the three, or the easiest. I mean, look how easily we beat that. This is supposed to be a bulky Pokemon, but we took that out like nothing. We just beat that in like 1.5 turns. So, yeah, the max airstream could have been nice because it like increases our speed. But Vespiquen isn't like exactly. I don't know. I don't think our speed really mattered too much in that battle, whereas I do think like giving the accuracy to Thunder and boosting the power of a second water move was pretty nifty. But yeah, I don't think... I mean, unless we want to switch anything for like health, but I think if we go for like a fairy sweep here, we could maybe have switched Starmie possibly because of like health reasons, but anyway, yeah, there is I know Electabuzz is there, and there are the berries, but I do think Swoobat's going to be the better one because we're about to Dynamax Liepard. Again, we've got Dedenne with Thunder. Starmie has the Max Rockfall, so I do think this is the better thing. Question for Guzzlord: should you use entrainment on someone first turn? Oh, good question. But I would say no, because we've got ×4 super effective. I think when we have ×4 super effective, just go with the... And the thing with you, Kevin, is you have Stab Fairy as well. Like, if you were me... Like, because Azumarill doesn't have very good attack. So, like, if I had, like, plus entrainment, maybe it might not be a bad thing. But like, if I was an Azumarill that didn't have Stab on Fairy, I'd be like, right, I'm going to use entrainment because I could power someone else up. But I think because you have Stab 100% accurate Fairy, I think you're going to be in a really strong position here. So, yeah, I think just when we have a whole team of like ×4 super effectives, let's just do that because we'll probably beat it in 1 turn. I do appreciate you reminding me of entrainment because I am like the king of entrainment strats, and I'd not really thought of that at all at any point. It's not that I'd like completely forgotten it, but it's just we're playing against a load of Pokemon that Dedenne is like super effective against. Like, oh, Thunder is super effective. Oh, Dazzling Gleam is super effective. So I just like hadn't really given it a whole lot of thought. Was that a crit, or was that just that powerful? Okay, that was a crit. Okay. I was going to say, that health bar went down way too quickly there. Thunder. There we go. Well done. We beat that before I could even finish my sentence. And another crit as well. Hopefully we get a shiny Swoobat. Or a shiny, you know, Guzzlord. But yeah. Okay. My Pokemon Go has a notification at the minute, which is twice. It says twice as nice, and we're playing with Weiss, and that's what I say about Rice. So yeah, so there we go. So yeah, I don't think we want this Swoobat. I know that Starmie has a terrible amount of health here. However, I believe that unless it has like some kind of negative speed stat or something, it should hopefully be... I don't know Guzzlord's stats off the top of my head, but I imagine Starmie is faster than Guzzlord. So even if Starmie can only get 1 Dazzling Gleam in... sorry, 1 Max Starfall. If Starmie can Dynamax and get Max Starfall off, that will still be worth it. So... right. So anyway, everyone use your theory moves, and let's see how this goes. Oh, Weiss, you got the... oh, you got... was it Expert Belt? Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, Expert Belt should be good. Right, here we go. Say the line. Okay, even though Kiba's at low health, Kiba has the power. And yes, Kevin puts it correctly. This battle should be very easy. Yes, I agree. But yeah, see, like, Starmie is our fastest team member, faster than Lipard. So, right, there we go. So, look, so that did, like, a good, like, solid, like, quarter there or something. Its dragon moves are now going to be powered down, which is pretty nifty. Like, genuinely, I normally say that, like, sarcastically, but here it actually is a good thing. There we go. And then it is getting desperate. Look at all those stomachs it has. It's ridiculous. Okay. Right, Stomping Tantrum. Hang in there, Azumarill, old buddy, old pal. Oh, critical hit, dang it. And then here's a crunch, more like a lunch. Hey, I'm not Kevin. But nevertheless, look, it can't take me down. I love it. Guzzlord's so big that it overlaps its name. But right, here we go. Right, Max Starfall. Here we go. Yes, there we go. For a 5-move victory. Again, the thing with the entrainment, Kevin, is I don't even know who you would have really used it on. Maybe me? Because, like, Sap Sipper would have been useless here, but... anyway, Bark, well done, everyone. Excellently done. Seriously, really nice. Flawless victory? I think so, because, yeah, Kiba, we've had this whole team. Like, this is the team we picked right from the start, wasn't it? And, like, no one has died. So, yeah, I think this was a flawless victory. Kiba, you're on a flawless victory roll at the minute. But, yeah, so stars and sparkles, sparkles and stars. You were thinking of entraining me. It could have worked. The thing as well is I had a not very accurate fairy move, so there is a chance you could have done it and then I missed and stuff like that. So, oh yes, and Kieran has just correctly pointed out we did just beat a dragon. So, yeah. So, Heatmore is a no. Vespiquen is a no. Swoobat, I don't have a shiny Swoobat. I don't have shiny Heatmore either, but, no, it's not shiny, dang. But that's okay, because you know who I also don't have a shiny? An Ultra Beast, and specifically Guzzlord. Will we get the orange creamsicle Guzzlord? No, it's a regular Guzzlord. The humanity. Okay, so Heatmore, no sparkles there. Vespiquen, no sparkles there. Swoobat, no sparkles there. And Guzzlord, no sparkles there. I'm just going to check the old spreadsheet Reno to see what I need. Because I'm running out of things that I need. So let's check this thing, shall we? So Heatmore is a no. Oh, I do need Swoobat. So there you go. All things come in all shapes and sizes. Oh, and it's got a special attack up nature. I'll take that. Sure, why not? So there we go. And yes, flawless victory, 10 Dynite. And there we go. Okay. No shiny, and Kevin even used a Beast Ball. I guess in theory you could turn your game off before saving or something, but I don't know if that would mess things up. Right, we won't say... Okay, so, right, chat, my lovely chat. Let me just get rid of Swoobat now that I've added that to my list. There we go. Okay, so, Skywatcher, are you still around? Are you still good to host a Pheromosa? If so, if Sky is still around to host Pheromosa, could I get you guys and gals and non-binary pals to say strike the number of times you have played today, and then I can do Pheromosa. Let me know if you can do Pheromosa. Ready, set, bow, all that jazz. And then we'll kind of take it. And then we'll kind of take it from there, basically. Don't worry about, like, oh, I've played, like, 2 times or whatever. Just let me know how many times you've played, if you can do Pheromosa, and then I will decide from there, okay? You're welcome to throw your hat in the ring. It's only if... The only times I may sort of say don't throw your hat in the ring if you've played a whole lot is just if I sense that there are, like, loads and loads of people who have played less and that I'm already going to be deciding between, like, 5 or 6 people, so there's no need in adding any more people to the pile. Let's see. Kevin and Weiss and Cheese and Kiba. Okay. So yeah, so we have a load of strike 2s. In fact, actually, I think basically everyone is like a strike 2 right now, aren't they? Okay, so yeah. So hang on. So let's get all our people in here. So hang on. So we'll go 1 is Cheese, 2 is Kevin, because at this point Kevin always has to be 2, even though Kevin was actually the first one to say anything. We've got Weiss, and we've got Cuba. We're gonna do 2 rounds, okay? 2 rounds of the Nightbot random selection game. Okay, so we're going to do 2 rounds of this. Nightbot is going to decide who our other 2 players are. So here we go. Our first guest player is going to be... Wait for it. Hopefully I typed this in correctly. It's Kevin! Oh my gosh. So Kevin, you are lucky number 2. Here we go. Oh, well, Kieran, you could... Oh, never mind. It is... Will it pick Kevin again? Oh, and Kiba! Kevin and Kiba! Congratulations! So Kevin and Kiba... oh, wow. It's the exact same team as last time, but with Weiss switched out. Maybe there's something undemocratic about that, but... Oh, well, it's the way that the world works. No, but in fairness, basically, Kevin and Kiba will be the only people who have played more than anyone else today. So, Kevin and Kiba! So, well done, everyone. So, Sky, if you would ever so kindly put a code in chat, and then we'll kind of take it from... there, Kiba. That's a funny word to spell cheese. It's a special kind of cheese. No, cheese can be our substitute. Why not? Okay. So, yeah, make sure you're connected to the internet. Make sure you talk to the scientist lady. And then we're going to say anything goes. I wonder what board matches Shiny Quaxley. Something sort of light bluish or teal. So, like, maybe, like, the dive ball or something. I don't know. Good question. Right, anyway, the code is up. It is 03070646. That's 03070646. There you go. Oh, Cheese said a dive ball as well. There we go. And of course, I'm the last one in. But that means I get to Dynamax, baby. Well, provided our team is good. Not necessarily. We don't always necessarily want to do the Team 1 Dynamaxing thing, but we sort of try and aim for it at this point. Okay. So. Right. Let's have a look. We got to play and have a look. This is Pheromosa, isn't it? It's super duper weak to flying. It's also weak to fire, psychic, theory. And I think that's it, right? If there is another thing, let me know. But basically, like, yeah, so nothing here I don't think has anything. So flying is, like, the best. And then, yeah, fire, psychic, theory is the next best things. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh, oh, gosh. I'm going to go with I'm going to go Poliwrath. I didn't know whether to go Poliwrath or Phalanx. Oh, Lurballs aren't a bad shout as well. Lurballs aren't a bad shout. Okay. Lycanroc on Barbaracle. Oh, gosh. There's like a Selgor on Armaldo, and then Chansey. Chansey's bad. Oh, there's a Charmeleon in the top. Is Charmeleon on the top left, like, legit the best thing we have? Like, are we really... Basically, okay, chat, my lovely chat. Are we... basically, am I going to be switching for a Charmeleon at the end? And that's our strategy here? Is that our strategy here? I will have a Charmeleon at the end, and I will Dynamax that Charmeleon. I think that's going to be the strategy. But yeah. Okay. I'm going to use a Liquidation because of the old special defense down, and because it's a bit better than Drain Punch. Okay, so, okay, chat, here's my theory, my game theory. I think if we get rid of Grimmsnarl... yeah, if we get rid of Grimmsnarl... Actually, no, Grimmsnarl's kind of okay. It's just not that great for Pheromosa. Maybe we could... If we can switch Grimmsnarl, we'll have a look into it. But Lycanroc would be bad. Lycanroc is not good for Pheromosa, so like Grimmsnarl is better than Lycanroc at least. I'd say everything... I'd say like Marowak is good because it's fire. Butterfree has a lot of good resistance to Pheromosa, so it's good in that regard. And then... Oh, hang on. Wait, what did Kieran get? Oh, Shiny Pelipper! Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a very good one. Nice. I'm glad you got something. And Cooper, hello, welcome, welcome. Oh, you got a good score on your star test. Nice, congrats. Oh, congrats all round. Congrats on Shiny Pelippers. Congrats on school tests. I like it. Oh, crunch, more like a lunch. Can you at least heal you guys during the fight with the bug lady? I mean, in theory, I'd prefer you heal before the bug lady, but yeah. But okay. Well done, everyone. But yeah, so I don't think we want to switch here. And I think, but like, basically, I want to have the Charmeleon Kazabi Dynamaxing. It's just whether whatever we've got next, I can't remember what's on the second row. If there's anything here that's better than Grimmsnarl, we can totally switch for it. I don't know if there's a scientist, but yeah. Okay. But we don't want to switch for Lycanroc, though, because it's weak to fighting, and that could be a disaster. So, plus Grimmsnarl gets to Dynamax next, which means it gets to Gigantamax, and its Gigantamax is pretty nifty. So, let's see what we got here. Oh, a Selgor and Armaldo. Ooh. Oh, could we go for a Selgor? Could we go for a Selgor, and I'll tell you why. Maybe we could even do science here. Oh, but I don't know who. Oh, no, I don't think we want to. Ah, crud. Well, unless we do, like, Grimmsnarl science, but, we could try for Grimmsnarl science for the memes, and then if it's not good, we could switch it for a Selgor. Here's my theory. Slowking's a bit of a double-edged sword. I think I'd rather almost have Butterfree for the defensive capability. I don't know. Let me know if you think we should keep Slowking or not. Basically, we definitely want to have a Selgor, and I'll tell you for why. Right? If we have a Selgor, and it uses Acid Spray against Pheromosa, and then I Dynamax with Charmeleon, and I use a Max Flare, that combo is gonna be, like, insanely powerful. I hope this thing doesn't have Dry Skin. If this thing has Dry Skin and not... I'm sure it has Hydration, but if this thing has Dry Skin, I'm so sorry. I'm hoping it has Hydration. If it has Dry Skin, I'm so sorry. Yes, okay, it does have Hydration. Good. Okay. That's the thing, Slowking has Future Sight, which is, like, not good. So, that's kind of why I'm thinking maybe Slowking isn't really that good, and why we might want to switch, like, it for a Selgor. I know that means we'd be going against Charmeleon with 2 bug types, unless we just want to get rid of Butterfree so that we have Slowking against Charmeleon. Do we want to do that, maybe? Do we maybe want to switch, like, Slowking for Butterfree? Oh, no! No, the Dynamax! Oh, no, we just messed up the Dynamax! Ah, but we'll still... Oh, no, but we'll still have Marowak, though, won't we? So that's okay. Okay. We can still have Marowak Dynamax, but oh, that's a real shame though, because this whole Selgor strategy is, like, you know, less different now. Okay. Okay. Let's get rid of the Butterfree. Let's ditch Butterfree. because, I don't know, it's not really that useful. It's not useful in the next battle, and it won't be that useful for Pheromosa. 07 Dynamax turn order. I know, oh my gosh. But yeah, if we do Butterfree, yeah, and it doesn't have a whole load of health anyway. And then basically, there we go. Okay, so yeah, if we go left, to the left, to the left, we will find Charmeleon, it is on the left. There we go. No, it's okay, Kiba, because we've still got Marowak, so it's still ultimately fine. I was just worried, like, I don't know, if we were gonna, like, have some, because we had Pokemon like Butterfree and stuff like that, like, say if like Butterfree had been like the one to Dynamax against Pheromosa, like, that would, say if, like, you know, missing a turn meant Butterfree had to Dynamax, that would be, like, really, really bad. But because it's like, oh, we're just switching from Charmeleon to Marowak, that's actually, like, not really too much of a problem. Don't go with Rain... Well, you could go with Rain Dance, in theory. But, no, you could go with Rain Dance, actually. Because it would power up my water move. But I'm going to be setting the Rain anyway. Yeah, now, Bo, Dynamax like your life depends on... I know, right? Can you imagine if I messed up? I totally could have. I totally could have. But no, don't worry, Kiba, you're good. Sorry, and again, guys, please do forgive me if like, we do have something where we don't Dynamax and I'm kind of like, oh no, kind of thing. If I do that, sometimes it's kind of just my reaction because, like, you know, we'll kind of, like, lay out a bit of a plan. And so when that happens, I kind of forget about the other options. In that moment, I forget about the other options that are on the table. I am not aware of, like, what are the, you know, say if, like, or say if we're, like, you know, I'm like, right, if we go to the right, if we take the path on the right, we can get this Pokemon and this Pokemon and this Pokemon. Like, if I do all that stuff, I was gonna say, with Marowak, you can hear the bone spinning, which is quite funny. It has, like, a Togepi flap sound effect to it, which is quite funny. Right, okay, well, anyway, we're doing really well here. But yeah, so please forgive me if I ever, like, sort of do a, oh no, but then actually everything's kind of fine. It's just, I will get very kind of locked into whatever plan we're doing, or if I'm talking about, okay, if we go to the right, we can get, like, the bug type, then the dark type, then the other bug type, and sort of, so that's, like, all I'll be focusing on. Ironically, I think a Bug Buzz would have actually been a little bit better there. Elcrod, here's the Max Flare. Elcrod, hang in there. Yay, hung in there. But yeah, so sometimes I will just kind of say that because I'll kind of be very locked in and I won't be thinking of, like, what the rest of the order is or what the alternatives are or, like, what a backup plan could be or what a new plan could be or anything like that. So this is actually a case where, like, not Dynamaxing was fine. I was even maybe thinking of suggesting not Dynamaxing anyway if we'd have had, like, a Selgor be the third Pokemon, because it's like, well, if it Dynamaxes, it can't really do a whole lot, but if it doesn't, it could use Rain Dance, although ironically we didn't use Rain Dance for that battle anyway, but you get the idea. So this is one of those cases where, like, it's totally fine. It kind of ultimately doesn't really change the plan that much. So yeah, so as long as I switch here, because I almost didn't, but as long as I switch here, so if Marowak uses a Max Flare, a Selgor uses, like, Acid Spray, Slowking uses, I don't know, maybe it can try Future Sight, yeah, just go with Future Sight, why not, then I think we'll, like, be good after this, and then that'll all be fine. Okay. Right, here we go, Pheromosa. Good luck, everyone. Bo, don't stress me like that. What did I do? I don't know what I did. Okay. So, I mean, basically just Dynamax if you've got it, and Acid Spray if you don't. Okay, I'm going to Fire Pledge rather than Inferno. Right, here we go. And I know, here's the thing, I know a Selgor is a very frail Pokemon and blah blah blah, yada yada yada, but the thing is, it's insanely fast. Like, a Selgor is literally one of the fastest Pokemon in the game. Like, it's like a top 5 or something, right? It's like a top 5, if not top 10, so it's like literally like the fastest Pokemon in this mode, outside of perhaps Ninjask and, oh crud. Wait, what? Wait, Pheromosa's faster than a Selgor? Okay, never mind. Ignore all that. Don't clip that. What? Or did you get an acid spray in? What happened? How was that not faster? I thought it was like one of the We're going to have to look at the natures and stuff after this. Right, anyway, here's the Max Flare. Kadoosh. Very nice. Yeah, and Kiba's flawless victory streak is over. Okay, here we go. It is getting desperate. It is going to start using generative AI. Right, here's the future sight. So in like 3 turns from now, so basically during Sunday stream, Pheromosa is going to get hit with a serious psychic move, okay, guys? Like on Sunday, this Pheromosa is going to get hit so hard. Right, 2, 4, 6, 8. The cheer was feeble and not great. Oh crud! Oh, this is going bad. This is going wrong very quickly. How many lives do we have left? We still have 2 though, right? Yeah. No, we still have 2, so this is fine. We've still won here. Actually, no, maybe not. If it takes out Marowak, we might not win. Oh crud! It's going for Marowak. Oh, but okay, no, it's fine. Okay, yeah, we've won. We've won. If it took out Marowak there, Slowking might not have a chance, but otherwise, like, as long as Marowak survived, we were good there. Okay, oh my gosh. Base, hang on, so does a Selgor only have 145? Oh, I thought it was fast. I thought it was, like, on par with Ninjask. I didn't realize that. I actually didn't realize it was, unless the Selgor's the 151. But even so, I thought it was, I thought a Selgor was, like, the same as Ninjask. It's just Ninjask had the speed boost ability. Well done, everyone. Stars and sparkles, sparkles and stars. And well done. Well done, well done, well done. A Selgor's the 145. Dang. Dang, dang, dang. I didn't know Pheromosa was that fast. That's wild. So wait, Pheromosa's like literally one of the fastest Pokemon in the game? Because again, like, Regieleki's like the fastest, and then Ninjask, like, Speed Deoxys is then up there. It's like number 2, I think. And then like Ninjask and anything else that's like 160 is up there. So anyway, Bark, Lycanroc is a no. A Selgor is a no. Charmeleon is a no. But oh, Electrode's pretty fast, but Electrode's only like 140, so Electrode is slower than a Selgor. So Lycanroc, you can't spell Lycanroc without no. A Selgor is a Selgor. Charmeleon, you can't spell Charmeleon without no. But will we get the Black Pants Pheromosa? No, it has the pink hair. Well, no, it doesn't have pink hair. The see-through hair that looks pink. Right, so Lycanroc, no sparkles. A Selgor, no sparkles. Charmeleon, no sparkles. And Pheromosa, no sparkles. Let me just check the old spreadsheet, Areno, just to make sure that I am not missing anything here. I need Lurantis, Vikavolt, and Mimikyu from Gen 7. From Gen 5, I need Lilligant, Lampent, and Mienshao. And from Gen 1... I need a whole ton of stuff that I'm not going to read out. But yeah. I'm going to take Charmeleon, though, because Charmeleon was sort of the boy who lived until he died. Right. Well done, though, everyone. Well done. So. Yeah, Regieleki is just literally the fastest Pokemon in the game. It's a good Terra Ice Pokemon, because Electric and Ice is, like, Bolt Beam is a good combo, so if you Terra Ice Regieleki, it's very, very powerful. Okie dokie. Right. 07. Right. So no chat. Did we get any apart from Kieran's Pelipper, which was like separate from us? We didn't get any shinies today, did we? So none from Team Bovio Games, anyway. Oh well. Are there any older records you wouldn't mind erasing? No, thank you, scientist lady. How much ore do I have? I have 384. 384, that's the number of ore that I have. Okay, chat, my lovely chat. Yeah, Deoxys speed and Ninjask are faster than Pheromosa, so yeah, that's what I said, so that's good that I know my numbers. But yeah, 145, that is very fast though. Don't know if there are any like 150 or 155s or anything. Because like Deoxys is like 180, Regieleki's 200, Ninjask is 160. So, but yeah. So Regieleki is definitely the fastest, and the Speed Deoxys is second, and then I think Ninjask is third. And then there might be something else which is also third, but I can't remember. Okay. But Regieleki is absolutely the fastest, and I think it will always be the fastest. I don't think they'll ever make anything faster than Regieleki at this point. It's only Pokemon that say, like, a Ninjask after one speed boost is faster than a Regieleki. But yeah, I don't think they'll make anything that's like faster than Regieleki. I don't think they'll have anything that's like over base 200, but yeah. So yeah, Regieleki, out of 1,000 Pokemon, it is the 1,025. It's the fastest. Right, guys, gals, non-binary pals. 476 hours in. And we, I believe I began this strike stream with like 69 hours on my file. Nice. So we are like 400 hours into this. Thank you all so much for, 400 hours and 7 months of this nonsense. May it long continue / not continue, because it means the strike would end. And there we go. Of course. So there we go. Arceus it's like fast, but yeah, if we're talking about it as being the best at anything, Arceus isn't the best at anything, apart from just overall stat-wise being like the best. And that's the thing, Arceus, they'll probably never make anything that has a higher base stat total than Arceus, I don't think, but unless there is, maybe, I don't know. Right, anyway, that's enough of all that. Let's stop talking about numbers and statistics. Today is Friday, so Saturday is my day off. Good luck if you are getting Fuecoco in Pokemon Go-Go. Good luck getting your pink shiny crocodiles. I know I'll be catching a bunch of them, so I can transfer them over to Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Home. But yeah. So yeah, good luck if you're getting shinies tomorrow. There are also going to be Gigantamax fights. I don't think I'll be able to do the Gigantamax fights, but I will be getting Fuecocos. And then I'll see you guys and gals and non-binary pals on Sunday, okay? So I will see you guys on Sunday. Lots of love and have lots of fun until then. Yeah, sorry, I never know how to wrap up these things. But thank you for all your amazing support. Thank you for joining me today. Sorry we didn't get any shinies, but congrats to Kieran, who did get a shiny separately from us. And hopefully, I think now it has been like over a week since I got my last shiny. So I am mathematically due a shiny now. And I'm getting to a point where even in like about like 10 days from now, I'd be mathematically overdue a shiny legendary. So, like, stick around, keep watching, because I'm going to be getting something soon. Like, that's just the laws of mathematics, baby. It's going to happen, so stay tuned. Right, lots of love, take care. Oh, like the video if you haven't already. I don't think I've been saying that very much. Because also, I've been checking the metrics. Not very many people have actually been liking the video, so please click like on the video now before you click off. Lots of love, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you guys all on Sunday. Good luck with Fuecoco tomorrow, and goodbye.